Welcome back everybody to the channel. It's me, Alejandro Mendoza, or the Nerdy Chicano. Either way how you say it, it's all good here. And we're back again for another video, and today we're going to be looking at another film in my collection. Today is something from the Criterion Collection, and that is a film from one of my favorite directors of all time, Hirokazu Kore-eda. I'm talking about his movie, Still Walking, on Blu Ray from the Criterion Collection. I hope that this video finds you all well, happy, healthy, and in good spirits. Of course, if you enjoy content about physical media, make sure that you subscribe to the channel, click that notification bell so you don't miss a single video that drops on the channel, and leave a like on this video. All of that helps me out so much, guys, and I really do appreciate it when you guys do those things for me. If you want to go ahead and leave an extra helping hand here, you can go over to patreon.com/thenerdchicano and pledge to the $3 tier or above, and you get cool exclusives like video essays and early access to the video like the one you're watching right now. But of course, enough of all that. Let's go ahead and get into this review of Still Walking from director Hirokazu Kore-eda. This is the second time that we've talked about Hirokazu Kore-eda's work on the channel. We've done another video before where we talk about the other film that's in the collection from him, Afterlife, which was a really great movie that I loved, and I was really happy that it came out to be a pretty damn good movie because I'm a big fan of Hirokazu Kore-eda's work. And today we're going to be looking at 2008 Still Walking, which comes in at spine number 554 in the Criterion Collection. So let's go ahead and read the introduction, look at what is included in this, and then we'll look at the packaging and go on from there. Still Walking. The lyrical, profoundly moving Still Walking is contemporary Japanese master Hirokazu Kore-eda's most personal work to date. Created as a tribute to his late mother, the film depicts one day in the life of the Yokoyamas, gathered together for a commemorative ritual whose nature only gradually becomes clear. Rather than focus on big dramatic moments, Kore-eda relies on simple gestures and domestic routines, especially cooking, to evoke a family's entire life, its deep regrets and daily joys. Featuring vivid, heartrending performances and a gentle naturalism that lurks back to the director's early documentary work, Still Walking is an extraordinary portrayal of the ties that bind us. Included in this director-approved Blu Ray special edition is a new high-definition digital transfer, supervised and approved by director Hirokazu Kore-eda and director of photography Yutaka Yamazaki, with DTS HD Master Audio soundtrack, new video interviews with Kore-eda and Yamazaki, documentary on the making of the film including on-set footage, trailer, new and improved English subtitle translation, plus a booklet featuring an essay by the film critic Dennis Lim and recipes for the food prepared in the film. Now let's go ahead and look at the packaging. So this is the front art of Still Walking. This is the back. This is the spine. Then you open it up and you have your booklet, the back of the booklet, and then you have your Blu-ray disc, and no art on the back, but it does have the chapters of the scenes here. So that's what's inside. Let's take a look at this booklet here. Like they say, it has some, look at this beautiful art right here that it has. I really like the colors that it shows for the booklet. Here's some more art right there. And then, of course, you have A Death in the Family. That's the essay of Mr. Lim. And then you have some transfer notes. And then what I found to be really cool was Cooking with Kore-eda. These are actual recipes to create the food that's included in the film. That I've never ever seen a Criterion release do something like this. So I thought that was really cool. Yeah, so that's the recipes. You get some transfer notes, acknowledgments, and all that stuff. But it's a pretty cool little notebook. Hirokazu Kore-eda is truly a special filmmaker to me. I've seen Shoplifters, which won the Palme d'Or. I've watched his South Korean language film, Broker, from last year. I've watched Afterlife, and today I get to talk about this incredible film, Still Walking. Kore-eda is a director that approaches cinema in a very different way than a lot of directors do. He doesn't really care to explore subplots and explore the unneeded action that a film can have at times. Kore-eda's work is very similar to that of Yasuhiro Ozu, as in that the film follows the day-of-day life. It follows the intricacies of life at home and familial relationships. And it strikes me as something so profound because of how Kore-eda handles all that. There's a lot of tenderness, a lot of heartbreak, and a lot of intrigue into the life of this family, and especially the way that each and every person interacts with each other. Even when it comes down to just simply the son of the wife and the father. Conflict is present throughout everybody in this film. I mean, you have, of course, the father with Ryota, who, he's mad that he didn't want to become a doctor. And, he also, his parents are also having a fight with his other brother, who's been taking the loss of his younger brother really hard and hasn't really, moved on and done a lot with his life. He's 25, he's lazy, he's fat, and because of that, the parents, have a really big problem with it. And then on the other hand, you also have Ryota and his wife, who are fighting with each other and possibly might want to get a divorce. All of these conflicts make for a really interesting film because we're there to digest everything that's going down, what the role of the family is within this story, what the role of love, about caring for each other, and the role of being open with each other and communication is such a central part of the film. Of course, it revolves around the death of Ryota's younger brother, who is very present in the film. It's a presence that you don't stop feeling. It's there and it's constantly being reminded to you, but not in the way that it would feel annoying, but in the way that you have to understand the gravity of the situation and why so many of them are on edge. It's because of this tragic passing of their younger brother. Hirokazu Kore-eda's Still Walking is incredible. I mean, I love this movie. I love the score, the songs that were chosen for this film, and the soundtrack, and the look of the film is great. Like I said, Kore-eda is really one of the only directors out there who can get close to capturing the magic that Yasuhiro Ozu captured in his films. And I can say that I loved Still Walking, and I can put this on the list of films from Hirokazu Kore-eda that are just... And I can say that out of the 4 films that I've seen from Hirokazu Kore-eda, he has no idea how to make a bad film. This was great, and I loved every moment of it. Now, let's talk about the transfer. So this is a high-definition transfer on a Blu Ray disc. I watched this on my Panasonic 4K player on my TCL 4K TV, so it's going to have some upscaling. So I'd say maybe up to like 2K is what I was seeing on my TV screen. Nothing above that, because of course this isn't a 4K disc and it wasn't scanned at 4K. It was scanned in HD, so 1080p. So I was truly captivated by the video quality of Still Walking. The film looks beautiful. I mean, the colors are so rich, and the upscaling really helps with the resolution of the film, so that way it can look better on screen. Even though, yes, there are moments where I think that if you were to scan this today, maybe in 2K or 4K, and get a good restoration out of that, a lot of the resolution would be improved. But when it comes to cleaning up the print and bringing out, these vibrant colors out of it, it's really good. Now, it's nowhere near being the quality that you find within Afterlife, which has a beautiful 4K digital restoration. But for this HD transfer, it looks really good. But I fell in love with the quality, and I fell in love with the way that the scenery is captured with the film stock. The saturation is not too vibrant, and it's not, popping too much, but it is a great restoration, and it looks really good. I just can't wait to see what this would look like if they got us, a new restoration and they were able to bring out a different look out of it. I doubt any of this film would make it to 4K, but when I'm looking at this, I was just really thankful as to the restorative work that was already done on Still Walking for this Blu-ray release. Now, the audio, of course, it is a DTS HD master audio. It's no surround sound. It's not an uncompressed binaural soundtrack, but I was really satisfied with the way that it sounds. It's not bad. It's just good enough to understand what's being said and the music to be heard clearly. There's no popping. There's no hissing. There's no any damage that you can hear to the print. It all sounds really good, and of course, if I had an actual speaker system and a sound system, I'd be able to hear things clearly. But For now, what I could hear from my TV speakers, I was really satisfied with the audio component. All you really need is for the audio to sound clean and for everything to be balanced with each other. And honestly, that's what Still Walking accomplishes. It has a great video component, it has a good audio component, and it makes for a really nice addition from the Criterion Collection. You have some really good special features in here that I want to get to work on maybe sooner rather than later. But for now, I highly recommend this release from the Criterion Collection of one of the best films from Hirokazu Kore-eda. And of course, if you're looking for it on sale, this is the time to pick it up because it is $20 on a 50% off. But right now, when I'm actually uploading this, we have a 30% off sale going on at Criterion.com. So if you want to pick this up, I highly recommend it, or wait for July when the Barnes & Noble's Criterion sale starts and you can pick this up for 20 bucks. But either way, you will not be disappointed if you pick up Still Walking. It's a great release from the Criterion Collection, and I loved it. If you want to keep up to date with me on all things social media, make sure you follow me at The Nerdy Chicano on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, Serialized, and Letterboxd. I'm also on Twitch as The Nerdy Chicano. It's the same handle on all of those, y'all, so don't worry. It's pretty easy to find me. Check out the stuff I'm doing with The Nerdcore by visiting us at thenerdcore.com, Twitter at thenerdcore_, Twitch and YouTube at The Nerdcore. We've been doing some really cool stuff. We've been talking about some pretty cool movies over there, so check out all of those wonderful things that we're doing. And I'll see you all once again on the next video as we look at another film in my collection. But in the meantime, to my wonderful cinephiles and renowned scholars, celebrate the love of cinema today, tomorrow, and every day after. Catch you all on the next one, guys. Bye-bye.